position. What a nail! As Jonathan Bostic just separated Mike Willie from the football.
All right, you already know what time it is. It is Fourth Quarter Boyz Sports. I am your illustrious host, Professor Lake, fresh out the laboratory. Hey, it's been a minute. I have to apologize for letting you down. I had a computer meltdown, and I'm just kind of putting things back together in the laboratory, in the kitchen, if you know what I mean. But got everything going the way I need it to go right now, so I'm back. I wish I could have gave you my input on that Buccaneers game. God, that was a good game. But today we're going to get into the Bears versus Patriots to give you my thoughts on what the Bears may need to work on and what I want to see out this game. But again, I apologize to my subscribers. Had a computer meltdown. Had to go get me another MacBook Pro. Man, I guess I was just doing a little too much on the one that I had, and I needed to upgrade anyway. So got a little better MacBook Pro, and we're going to get this train back on track, and we're going to keep things moving. But with no further ado, it is Fourth Quarter Boyz Sports. I'm your illustrious host, Professor Lake. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Be a Fourth Quarter Boy for life. For life, man. Hit that notification bell. Feels good to be back, man. All right, let's jump right into this one right here. Bears versus Patriots, man. Great matchup for the Bears to find out where they are amongst the NFL's best. Going against Tom Brady, Bill Belichick. It's going to be a tough, focused, hard-fought game, man. So I'm looking forward to it. So we're going to look at the offense first. And, in my opinion, the offense needs to play all four quarters. We can't have a game like we had in Miami and think that we're going to be able to just come back from behind. If there should be a situation where, Tom Brady just goes off in the first half. So we really need to see the offense put up points every single quarter. We can't have lulls in the action. Something else important for the Bears, or more importantly, Trubisky, no red zone turnovers. When you get in the red zone, we have to come away with points against a team such as the Patriots. And just overall, no turnovers. Again, going back to Mitchell Trubisky, I really want to see him display an understanding of defensive schemes, blitz packages, different coverages, and the way Bill Belichick may disguise them. So we're going to get away from the quarterback position, and we're going to talk about the running backs, Jordan and Tariq. Ball security is a must. Again, this just goes back to no turnovers. You can't turn the ball over in the red zone. And, in critical situations when we need to keep the ball and drive and possession is of utter importance, we just can't turn the ball over. So ball security, fellas, you got to hold on to the ball. No lapses in concentration. You got to maintain focus. Jordan Howard must get 4 yards of carry. And sometimes there's holes there. Frequently, I would say the offensive line needs to block a little bit better in running situations. But there's also times there is a hole, and Jordan Howard needs to prove he has better vision. And I've seen him prove that in the past. But this season, he's been a little off the mark, missed a couple big carries that could have went for, 10-plus yards, in my opinion. I want to see Tariq Cohen wear out these Patriot linebackers. This may be a game of attrition, and if, Tariq Cohen can keep these guys running around and chasing them, I think that's only going to make Jordan Howard have a better running game, against these tired linebackers. And we may see that if we could generate a lead and we have to rely on Jordan Howard to move the chains. So that is why Tariq Cohen could really benefit the Bears if he could wear out these linebackers with the route running, and also in the running game as well with stretch and zone run plays. You want to get these linebackers gassed out by the end of the game. And again, Tariq Cohen, I want to see him run a little bit better between the tackles. I also want to see him get 4 yards to carry if that's possible. But in my opinion, I think this game is really going to be decided on how well the Bears can run the ball in critical situations, as well as just, how we're going to be able to unify this passing and running game. The wide receivers got to have a big game in order for the Bears to win as well. I mean, everybody needs to have a big game to beat Tom Brady. This has to be a flawless victory. So no drop balls, fellas. You've been doing real good this season. You guys can't drop the ball in every sense of the phrase or meaning. I like our wideouts in run blocking situations. Keep that up. Run plays that go for 10-plus yards are going to hurt the Patriots just as much as what you could do in the passing game. Trey Burton, I really would like to see him be more involved. I think that's just going to help move the chains. If we can spread out this Patriot defense, I think it looks good for the Bears. It's just going to be up to them to finish the plays, catch the ball, finish the run, finish the block, get through your progressions as a quarterback. The O-line, I just want to see them, be better at run blocking. I want to see them open up some holes, push some guys, 2-3 yards off the line of scrimmage. If we could do all of these things, I think that the offense will find themselves in a good place. Scoring in the red zone is a must. Right now, they're ranked 16th in the NFL when it comes to scoring touchdowns in the red zone. Scoring touchdowns 55% of the time. 85% at home, so that's going in our favor. Defensively, I'm really looking to the secondary to step up. They must deny wide receivers and tight ends yards after catch. We can't have those little guys in the slot running rampant through our defense. We can't have big guys like Gronkowski running up the seam. So the secondary really has to lock this down. The secondary must force difficult throws and catches. I mean, this is what we're facing, fellas. You got to make it hard for the receiver, to be in a good position to catch the ball. And just, for Brady, you got to be tight with it. You can't leave any open windows for him to throw to a receiver, because he will throw to that receiver. So a lot tighter coverage, be physical at the line of scrimmage, knock these guys off the routes. And I think that'll help out in regards to pass rushing as well if Brady has to hold on to the ball. Let's hope the secondary could get 2 interceptions this week. We're going to need to turn the ball over and take possessions away from Tom Brady, take points off the board for the offense, and let's get our defense some rest. Let's not run Khalil Mack in the ground. Let's hope that we could use him sparingly this game and jump out in front of the New England Patriots. Our linebackers should take the middle of the field away. This includes Gronkowski and Julian Edelman. These are guys that are consistently tearing up defenses with their route running, with their relationship with Tom Brady, knowing where he wants to go with the ball, understanding the offense like the back of their hand as well. This is something I want to see Trubisky develop with a couple of the guys in our wide receiver tight end room. So this is basically looking at where you want to see our quarterback go to, former relationships with go-to receivers, go-to tight ends. That's what wins games for them. So in the linebacker room, I really want to see them hold the rushing down to about 3 yards per carry if possible, and get home on the blitz. The edge rushers, man, let's force Brady to move out his comfort zone, and let's get some sacks. Contain the outside run and recognize the screen game. There's going to be a lot of short intermediate throws coming from Brady. I think that we could put a ceiling on this offense if we can defend the screen game and the short intermediate routes. Defensively, Akeem Hicks, Eddie Goldman, you got to bully the guys up front. Let's push the pocket in Tom Brady's lap and get some sacks. Cody Parkey needs to be clutch. We're going to need to go back to Cody Parkey. He's going to have to hit these field goals, and he has the leg to get the distance. He has to be more accurate, though. And wouldn't it be nice to see Tariq Cohen get a punt return for a touchdown? That'd be great. It would take a lot of pressure off the offense and the defense. A couple points I wanted to make about Coach Nagy. I want to see him be able to adjust on the fly, not only during halftime, but in between quarters, during series. That will dictate, the overall performance of how fluid this offense will work this game. Solid game planning. Let's control the clock. Don't be afraid to run Jordan Howard. Let's keep Tom Brady off the field as much as possible. And I guess that leads into clock management. Again, if we can generate a nice sizable lead, there's nothing wrong with relying on the run game and the intermediate passing game, to keep the clock running. Vic Fangio has to also have a solid game plan to dominate Brady's weapons. I think that he will blitz this game. Fangio needs to disguise the blitz, coverage schemes. See a lot of man zone combos, a lot of nickel being played, dime from time to time, depending on formation. And we got to get Floyd to produce. So, overall, we're looking at Danny Trevathan versus Tom Brady. We're looking at a secondary that must step up in the face of injuries. We got two talented running backs. They look good in the backfield. We need to get better on the ground game, though. More consistent big runs, chunk runs. Wideouts and tight ends, keep catching the ball. No drop passes this week. Trubisky, don't be starstruck or nervous. Continue your upward progression. Let's open up some holes up front. Roquan versus Gronkowski. Let's lock them down. Bears win 31. Patriots 27. How you like that? So, again, man, I'm back in the business. Not going nowhere. Got the new MacBook Pro. And, man, look, I missed y'all, man. I miss going back and forth with you guys, talking about the Bears. So, I'll be right back. I'm going to continue uploading regularly. Okay? It is your illustrious host, Professor Lake, in the building. It feels so good, man. Feels so good. It's Fourth Quarter Boy Sports. I'm your illustrious host, Professor Lake. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Yeah. Be a Fourth Quarter Boy for life, man. For life. Let's check in on this Bears victory. 31-27. Who said it? I said it. Holla at your boy. I'll be right back at you. I'm out.
As Jonathan Bostic just separated Mike Willie from the football.